Are you trying to start your own cake decoration business, but you don't know where to start? If you watch this video to the end, you will learn from how Sandra started her business, and that can inspire you to start yours, and it can also motivate you to start yours. So this is Iwing Marketplace Chit Chat, where we give the opportunity for entrepreneurs to talk about themselves and what they do. Thanks for joining us today, Sandra.
Thank you, Ivan, for inviting me.
I see you're doing an amazing job. The cakes that you've done are so beautiful.
Oh,
Uh,
thank you.
You're welcome. Can you tell us about yourself and how you got started as a cake decorator?
Mhm. So, yes, my name is Sandra, and I live in Dallas, Fort Worth. I'm a mom of three, so we are here in US since 10 years, I would say now. And the cake, how I started with the cakes, it was in 2021. Back in the time, I had to stop working because my husband was starting his own business in construction. He's a general contractor, so I had to stay home with the kids. And after a few weeks, I was like, staying home in US without paycheck is gonna be really hard for me. So I just tried to see what I can do as a mom from home. And a friend told me, but you do good cakes. Why don't you sell them? I was like, selling cakes? Back in 2021, it was not that trendy cakes. It was not that it is now in 2025. So I was kind of skeptic, but I felt like the spirit of the Lord was always telling me, you can do it, just try. And that's how I bought my first kit on Amazon. It was like $15 or $20. And I went on YouTube to see how we can make cakes, and I started like that.
Wow, wow, that's amazing. So you learn on YouTube.
On YouTube, definitely I self-taught myself. I had no idea how we start. I mean, everybody can know how to bake a cake from home, but designing a cake, it's another level. And yeah, I needed to go on YouTube. Thank God there is everything on YouTube. So yeah, that's how I was able to realize all the designs that I wanted at the beginning. Yeah.
So how long did it take you, to at least learn to make cake in a way that you can market it like what you're doing right now?
Um, on I will say few months, few months. It didn't take me so long, honestly, but yeah, maybe it's because I will say humbly that God gifted me with my hands. It's easy for me to do things with my hands, so that's why it didn't take me a long time. But maybe for other people, it would take longer. So it depends on your natural skills, if I can say like that.
So when you're learning, what are some of the skills that you struggle with?
I will say the to smooth the buttercream to have a really smooth frosting, because when the frosting is not really smooth, you can see that's the work of a beginner, and then customer will not be like, oh, this is so beautiful. So that's one of the first skills that you have to learn as a baker, to smooth your buttercream that it looks tip top.
Wow. So you were able to learn on YouTube and now you got the skills. How did you get your first customer?
So the first customers were my friends. I was when they were birthdays, I was like, please let me do your cake. And then they were like, yeah, sure, you can do it. And then that's how I started, from one, two, three friends, and people were tasting, and they were like, oh, this cake is also yummy. Because what I have to say is that usually beautiful cakes, custom cakes, they have the reputation to be really bad, not tasty at all. And that
Right.
was my first goal when I started baking. I was like, I want to make cake that looks as beautiful as they are tasty. So yeah, and usually a lot of people came back to me because they were like, oh, since I'm in US, the first time I really enjoy eating a cake. And then that's how usually all my customer come back, is also because of the taste of the cake.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, what flavors of cake do you make?
Oh, like all the classic one, and really it depends on what the customer want. I'm really always listening to what the customer want, because we can do all types of flavors that are possible to make. Flavor is just an option. But what I saw when I with my experience is that African people, they love the classic one, vanilla, chocolate, all these classic. But you will see that American people, they prefer things like red velvet, cookies and cream. So really flavors, it's up to the customer, but I will always propose you all the things that my customer prefer, and then you will tell me if you want it or I can do something else for you. Yeah.
That's nice. So,
Mm.
what is your cake design process?
Okay, the cake design process. So I will start from the order part first. Yeah. So when someone come to me, usually they send me a picture. They're like, "Can you do this cake for me?" Instagram is here. People see a lot of picture and they just want you to do that. And usually I tell them that cakes are like a paint, or it's the owner that can really do it exactly the way you see it. But I can do something similar with my own personal touch. So that's the process. I tell the customer that, and then we fix the price. As soon as he's agreed with the price, I ask 50% deposit. When he give me the 50% deposit, then I can start the process. I buy all the ingredients since it's fresh. So every ingredients are always fresh. I buy everything, and then I start making the cakes. Making the cakes is the easiest part. Everybody can make a cake. When I make the cake, I store them in the fridge, and then I start doing the frosting and the fillings and all the decoration that is needed for this particular design of the cake. And then the last day, usually, or maybe the day before, depending on the time of the pickup, I do all the design. I set up everything, yeah, and I put it in the fridge ready for the pickup.
Wow, wow. So you only
Yeah.
do pickup, do you do delivery as well?
Delivery, it's only for special cakes, like for weddings. Weddings definitely is it's always gonna be a delivery, because it's something really special, and I cannot trust the customer in the transportation part. It's not easy when you have a huge cake like that, and make sure that it will get at the venue perfectly. So for that, I always ask them to let me do the delivery. But some people will be like, no, the delivery is too expensive, let me just pick it up. But at that time I say, okay, but you have to assume, how do you say that, you have to be responsible of any damage on the cake, because that's my job too. I know how to set up a cake and make sure that it's perfect, even if I have to touch back something. Maybe there was a bump during the transportation, I can fix it at the venue. So I do delivery for big cakes like wedding cakes, or really big celebration cake that people can order. Mm.
I understand that. That's very important. And someone like me, I mean, I'll be nervous to carry the cake.
Oh yeah, that's the worst nightmare for a baker, is the transportation of a big cake. So when it's like more than three tiered cake, it's really really stressful for the transportation.
How do you even transport three-tier cakes? That's what I always wonder when I go to a wedding and I see these massive cakes.
Yeah, usually three tier is the maximum that can hold in the car, with all the safety thing that I know that now as a baker we have a lot of safety tips that we use to make sure the cakes stand. But after three, usually no, we're gonna separate them, put them layer by layer, and then at the venue we add the rest on top.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, being a cake decorator, how long have you been in the journey now?
So since 2021, 4 years,
Mhm.
yeah, 4 years now.
Wow. So, what are some of the challenges you faced in this 4 years as a cake decorator?
Okay, the first challenge I always tell to everybody that asks me the question is the it's just a cake mindset that people always have, and that's really hard for us bakers, home bakers, because they don't understand why is it so expensive. Because yeah, design cakes are expensive, and people have to understand that if you have a product that is personalized only for you, you have to know that it costs the price. Yeah,
Right.
but people sometimes they're like, oh no, that's all this just for a cake. But yeah, it's your cake. It's it's yours. You own that. It's your name that's going to be written on it. It's your picture that is going to be on it. So it's yours and it costs price. So for me, that was really the first thing that was really hard for people to understand, but we have to kind of teach them to understand. That's why I love videos where we show the process to so that people can see how hard it is, because
Right.
people in their mind they just think that we're not doing. Sometimes it takes me 5 days to make a cake, and my back is really killing me now because of cakes. That's also, I would say, that's my second challenge that makes me actually slow down after I gave birth to my 2 years old son. And yeah, because it was really killing my back. You know, the designs sometimes are so you need so much concentration on some designs, and you can stay for 4 hours just on doing a design. So it's really painful on the back. So for
Wow.
me, that those are the two things that were really difficult for me to manage during those 4 years. But it's okay. It's okay. We can manage.
Wow. I mean, looking at your pictures, they are amazing, guys.
Yeah.
If you if you need a cake and you are in the DFW area, make sure you put in your order. You know, call Sandra. This is her number. You know,
Thank
and
you.
and if you are a wedding planner, you can collaborate with Sandra. So it's all a one-stop shop. You charge the bride and pass the cake to Sandra. You do that, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I love wedding cakes because it's just a really special cake. And when you see the eyes of the bride when she sees the cake, that's really something you don't forget for a special day. To be part of that, it's really something that I love a lot.
That's amazing. So how many wedding cakes have you done so far?
Ooh, I didn't count, but usually each year I have at least one or two. One or two, really, I can say, yeah. Because in 2021, no, that was the beginning. I think my first wedding cake was in 2022. Yeah, and each year I would say around two cakes a year. Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
So, I mean, December is coming, people are ordering, and sometimes they are wedding in November and December. How can people book for their wedding cake, and what's the process? How long in advance should they book so you can get ready, all of that?
Oh yeah. The longer, I mean, the how it's
The
what's
earlier, the
yeah, the
earlier.
earlier, exactly. The earlier you contact me is always the better, so that we can shape really do the design that you really want. We can talk about it. I usually make tasters. Oh, I forgot to send you the picture of that. I usually make tasters also so that the bride and the groom can test the cake and see the flavors that they want, and then we're gonna talk a lot. So that's the way one of the wedding cake. You just pass the picture, and
Mhm.
the bride will just tell me all the things that you want on the cake. So the earlier is always the best. definitely it's never too early, so that we have time, and at the end she's not going to be stressing about me, and me, I would not be stressing also, because you know how weddings are. The
Right.
last days is always a little bit crazy.
It's people are overwhelmed.
Oh yeah.
If you don't manage how you communicate with people, there's usually a lot of problems
Always
during
because
events and stuff like that.
you're gonna be there on time, all these things they will keep
Right.
stressing you. So
So,
yeah.
so people can call or send a DM to order, or what's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best way?
Usually people send me DM. They don't even call. They just say, "Oh, I got your number from a friend. Can you make this picture?" That's 90% of the time. That's how people contact me. And
Mhm.
yeah, but you can also call, definitely. But sometimes maybe I'm at taking care of the kid. I'm not out, and I miss the call. So I always tell people, if I don't pick up, just send a text so that I can call you back, because you know that with the scams call, we don't even know who is calling. But
Right.
always try to return back the calls. But text is always the best thing to be sure that I saw your text.
Right. And guys, remember, if you're calling Sandra to book for wedding cake, make sure to, mention Iwing Marketplace, so
So
you get
yeah.
special treatment.
Exactly.
Don't forget that.
Don't forget.
Yeah. So yeah, this video is all about encouraging people to start up their own,
Mhm.
cake business, wherever they are, maybe in Maryland, California, everywhere. Why is it important, for you to encourage people to start their own business?
Because I saw that a lot of people were texting me inbox to see if I can help them start their business, that to ask me for tips about how they can do. And I was like, oh, a lot of people want to do that. Why can I just help them? And that's why right now I'm really focusing on creating videos, tutorial videos. I will post them really soon online on my social media to share my knowledge with people who want to start their own business, cake business, because everybody can do it. You just have to make sure that you have the skills, like your hands, because everything is in your hands. If
Right.
you're good with your hands, it's going to be really hard. But if you are someone with patience, who have the finesse in your hands, you will definitely be able to succeed. And it doesn't take that much in terms of money to start. As I told you, I just bought a kit on Amazon at $20, I think, and the
Mhm.
rest, yeah, it's just up to you. But I really want to encourage people to do that and share, because us Africans, sometimes when we have a knowledge, we want to keep it for ourselves, and
Yeah.
that's good.
Gatekeeping. You're not gatekeeping.
Yeah, I'm not the owner of the thing. The market is huge. A lot of people will always need cake. I cannot control the whole market. So yeah, I
Mhm.
really like sharing now what I know, and I'm really working on that right now. So everybody that followed me on my social media will see all the tutorials really soon.
That's really beautiful. I really love that.
Thank
But
you.
just some extra advice, just give some step, like people can follow, on how
Mhm.
to start and
Uh-huh.
how they can market their business and whatever you think will help them.
Yeah.
Because, so many people are losing job now, and now is the time where your hand is the
Mm-hmm.
only way, one of
Yeah.
the best way, to gain back your time,
Hmm.
you know, you
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
work so you can gain back your time, so you can spend time with your kids and you
Exactly.
can work for yourself.
Hmm.
I always
Yeah.
encourage people, even if you have a job,
Hmm.
it doesn't matter if you're a medical doctor or you're IT guru or what, get
Hmm.
some side hustle if you're,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, it's very helpful.
Exactly.
What tips do you have, or what advice do you have on the steps that they can take to start, market, and grow? Yeah.
Okay. So to start market, definitely just start with your social media. Today social media is the most if you want to do a business. So just do a cake. For me, the easiest thing I always say, you have your kids, your husband, your friends. Start with them. If nobody's if nobody knows that you're already doing it, start making cakes for free for them, and then you make beautiful pictures. The picture is really the first thing that will attract people. So if you make a beautiful picture, you post it on your social media, and then you start advertising it, and people will come to you. People always need things like cakes, there are always something to celebrate, so they just need to see that they can have it. So yeah, for me, social media is the first thing, but mouth to mouth is also really important. For me, at the beginning, that's how I got many of my customers, mouth to mouth. But social media definitely is a must. It's a must for if you want to start your cake business. Yeah.
That is beautiful. And
Mhm.
you can also download Iwing Marketplace app. You can put your business on Iwing Marketplace app so people in your local area can discover you very easily. You
Mhm.
know, Iwing Marketplace helps you to be seen. Like
Mhm.
when they go to the website and app, they can see you.
Yeah.
On our social media, they can also see you, especially the videos that we create. They
Mhm.
can even listen from you when you
Exactly.
speak and stuff like that and know your process. So we help people be seen, be heard,
Mhm.
so that they can get leads and they can turn those leads into customer. And thank you so much for adding your business yourself on Iwing
Oh
Market.
yeah, you can see my business on the Iwing
So if
platform.
you go to Iwing Marketplace, cake decoration, you see La
Yeah.
Patisserie by
Like,
Sandra
hello.
Laure. How was the process adding your business on Iwing Marketplace yourself? Was it easy?
Oh, that was the easiest thing. Like, it's really not hard. You just follow the steps. I mean, it was so easy. I think I did it in 5 minutes. So,
That
so
is amazing. That is amazing. Guys, contact us to learn more about how we can help you market your business. And if you've watched this video by now, you should know how to start your own business.
yeah.
Sandra gave us everything she knows, and we really appreciate that.
Thank you.
So Sandra, what else do you have to say to people that have not used your services, that have not tried your cake? You know,
You should try. And if you try, you will come back. Yeah, what one of the things that make me also really want to do cake is because we have to be honest, Americans, they are not the best at doing cakes. Like, for example, French people in Europe, and I used to live in Europe. So when I came here, I was like, oh my God, the cakes are horrible.
wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
So that's also one of the things that drive me to try to do my own cakes, because I couldn't stand Walmart cake. So
Wow.
yeah, and people come back to me usually because they're like, "Oh, we enjoy the cake, so come and you will try. Don't be scared at the price. It's just a price." know? You have everything you're looking for in a cake if you come to me.
Wow, that's amazing. It's been a lot of laughter. Look at my eyes. I have water coming down. You've made me laugh until, yeah, for French people, when it comes to baking, patisserie, give it to French people. From
Yeah,
croissants to,
best.
cakes and everything is so good.
Yeah,
And,
best.
Sandra has that French in her.
Oh
She's
yeah,
bilingual
French
from the French.
touch.
Wow.
You have the French touch in my cakes,
Can
definitely.
you repeat what you said, advertising yourself to people in French? You've done it in English. Can you do that
Oh,
in French as well? So that
okay.
some of our French audience can yeah.
Donc, yeah, donc si vous êtes aux États-Unis, vous avez envie de manger des gâteaux avec un style français comme vous connaissez les meilleurs, n'hésitez pas à me contacter pour vos événements, pour faire les gâteaux et vraiment au niveau du goût comme au niveau du design, vous ne serez pas déçus.
Wow. So do you travel to different places? Like if somebody have a big wedding or good wedding in, let's say, out of Texas or even around Texas, do you travel?
I had my first one customer that asked me that this summer. It was for a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And since I have kids, it was kind of a big struggle for me to. I was not ready for that, honestly. I didn't know that someone would call me out of my city.
This is the digital world. You got to be ready anyway.
So definitely at that time I was like, oh wow, how can I do that? And finally we had to cancel it because when we were calculating the cost of the travel and everything, they saw that it was going to be really expensive. So finally she decided to find someone in her city. She said if she knew that earlier, she would have contacted me way earlier, but in the time frame was too short for me to. But definitely I learned from that, and I know how I can make people out of my city to get my contacts, to get my cakes too. So yeah, it's something that is possible.
I love to hear that. I love to hear that. You're doing a wonderful job, man. I've been looking at these pictures. You know, they
Yeah,
are so beautiful.
thank you
You
so
know, you are good at your craft. You
thank
know,
you.
this
Thank
is a wedding. This is a wedding. Oh, the one that just passed was a
Oh
wedding.
yeah, the 4-tier cake with the spiral. This one, yeah, it
It's
was
a
five
wedding cake,
year,
right?
and my husband is the one that helped me. You know, I told you my husband is good at constructing stuff. So sometimes when I have particular design like that that needs a special, because you see this flower thing, it's something that was handmade by my husband and me. He helped me
Wow.
a copper wire and put it in spiral like that, and I was the one now trying to put the flower. So it's really, that's why I say it's not just the cake, it's the whole package that comes
Hmm.
with cake. Yeah. And
Wow.
mhm.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining us today. I mean, you've blessed us with a lot of vital information, and we're happy that everybody who is going to watch this video will be inspired to start their own business
Thank
and,
you.
and then advertise it on Iwing Marketplace.
Oh yeah. Don't forget that.
Mhm.
Thank
So
you.
thanks for coming to share with us today.
Thank you, Ivan, for inviting me. It was a real pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome, and keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing.
You too. Really keep doing what you're doing. I love seeing how people help the community grow like that. So thank you.
Oh man, thanks so much. And the kids are already calling your name, so I know you gotta go. I would have loved to keep you here, but thank you guys for watching. This is Iwing Marketplace Chit Chat. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you need more information about Iwing Marketplace, please contact me. And also, please help us share this video so more people can discover Sandra and the amazing work that she's doing. Thank you all for watching, and we're out.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.